The Columbia River Crossing project, as described in the record of decision, would have replaced these two bridges, extended light rail to Vancouver, improved closely spaced interchanges, and enhanced pedestrian and bicycle paths. The estimated project costs range from $3.1 to $3.5 billion. Between 2005 and 2013, a little under $197 million was spent on the project, and it was officially discontinued in the spring of 2014.
David, is there anything in this bill that directs the work group to look at anything outside of the I-5 corridor itself?
No, there is not.
We support this bipartisan, bicameral, bi-state approach to restarting the stalled replacement of the I-5 bridge.
After spending billions of dollars on a brand new I-5 bridge that leads into the same failed I-5 corridor to the south, will your residents who travel to and from for work in Portland, will they be satisfied that we haven't saved any commute times and all we have really built is just a nice parking lot?
Well, I think what we're talking about is the replacement of the bridge. I don't think we're talking about any additional capacity on the bridge because there certainly is no more capacity on the corridor itself.
The RTC board in 2014 adopted a 20-year transportation plan. That plan identified I-5 bridge replacement and associated transit improvements as a priority project for the region.
Please, let's define the problem. If the problem is freight mobility and getting people to and or across the river, let's expand the scope. Add an amendment to this bill that expands the scope. It's been already stated or learned from at least a dozen Oregon legislators that they've got no interest in replacing an I-5 bridge without examining other corridors.
I do not see how resurrecting the CRC, which the voters voted down, is a good use of taxpayer dollars. The I-5 bridge can wait, and it can be used for years to come in its current state. The changes talked about here today do not improve cross-river traffic. This bill focuses on a single river crossing that falls short of improving transportation solutions and fosters additional safety problems as we put more cars into a troublesome corridor. This bill falls statistically short of valuable solutions for the high number of Southwest Washington residents looking for that solution. This bill does not open the door to positive changes, but opens the door to the Oregon agenda to push light rail at enormous cost into Clark County, which residents have made it quite clear they do not want. I do want a cross-river solution. This bill is not it, and we would ask you to either combine bills or please build a bridge first and then fix I-5.
To put 10 lanes across the Columbia River is not going to get us to Portland any faster. And so I really hope that the committee will consider opening more corridors. If you think about it, if we are able to build a corridor around the existing bridge, that would serve further transportation corridors, and I say corridor, what I'm really saying is a bypass bridge, it would then alleviate the pressure from earthquake concerns, accidents, and maintenance issues, buy time, and then when we really do replace that bridge, we will have an alternative corridor, that third corridor, so that we are not creating gridlock for Portland for 5 years. So I hope we'll look at, in this bill, corridors.